sin demands judgment. Genesis 6, verse 7 and verse 13. So the Lord said, I will blot out man whom I have created from the face of the land, man and animals and creeping things and birds of the heavens, for I am sorry that I have made them. Verse 13, and God said to Noah, I have determined to make an end of all flesh, for the earth is filled with violence through them. Behold, I will destroy them with the earth. Many people say or reject the idea of a God who is a judge. I don't know if you've come across this. Maybe you're one of them. I'm not saying one of them in a degrading way. But many people reject the idea that God is a judge. Or that God will bring judgment for our rebellion and sin. I say, I don't believe in a God of judgment. And the typical thing nowadays is I say, I don't believe in a God of judgment, I believe in a God of love. As if they're antithetical, like they can't be at the same time. I say, and honestly, what people mean is just a little culture lesson. What people really mean when they say, I don't believe in a God of judgment or wrath or anything like that, but I just believe in a God of love, what they actually mean is I believe in a God that tolerates how everyone acts and looks at everyone and says, it doesn't matter how you act. Do whatever you want. That's what they mean. They don't mean a God of love. They mean a God of unjust, unloving, indifferent tolerance. So we use the word love in our culture, honestly, to mean whatever we want it to mean. People just make it mean what they want it to mean. Today, many people, by saying love, they mean tolerance. They mean, hey man, it's unloving for me to tell you to stop doing drugs. I mean, you want to do drugs and ruin your life? The loving thing to do is just, keep saying, you know what, do what makes you happy. If you love someone, say, I want you to be free from this. It's ruining your life. If you're ruining your family's life, I want you to be free from this. Yeah, you're being intolerant, saying what you're doing is wrong. It's destroying you. But that's loving. So many people reject the idea of a God who judges, and they say he's just a God of love. It's not biblical. God is both a God of judgment and a God of love. But here's the problem with trying to push back against the fact that God judges us, or that will judge us. If you try to get rid of the God of the Bible, who is clearly depicted as a God of judgment, if you try to get rid in your mind of a God that judges, what you've done is got rid of a God who cares. Chew on that for a second. If God just says, do whatever you want, it means he ultimately just doesn't really care what we do. He doesn't care. He's just indifferent. You get rid of a God of love if you get rid of a God who judges, because he's just, whatever. A mom who just always says yes to her young daughter from birth. Says, yeah, do that, yeah, do that, yeah, do that. Whatever the daughter wants to do. I mean, there are a few parents in here. You guys know. Is that a loving mom? No way. No way. Hey, I want to run out in front of that car. Well, it would be unloving to tell you no. But you would look at that mom and say, you're hating your kid, what are you doing? And then you would rescue the kid. I just want to eat cotton candy for every meal. That would be unloving to tell you no. I would be intolerant to what you want to do. It's like, well, no, that's not true. No, that's not true. So when you try to get rid of a God of judgment, what you actually get rid of is a God who even cares. So if God actually loves us, if God looks at his creation and originally how he intended it to be and says, it is very good, if he cares about you, there is no way that he will look on the earth destroyed by wickedness and see the earth going to hell in a handbasket and say, yeah, whatever you guys will do. That's a cold, indifferent, deist God. That's not the God of the Bible. And I understand that when we talk about judgment and the wrath of God that we have earned and deserve for our sin, we deserve to be judged. We deserve death. We deserve hell. I understand that is like I don't like that. No one likes that. When you're speeding and you know you're going 20 miles over the speed limit and you get pulled over, it's completely just that the cop gives you a ticket, but do you like it? Of course not. We don't like that. don't like justice when it comes to us, but here's the thing. We demand it when it comes to someone else. If you kill someone, you would love to find a way to get off the hook and not go to jail. But if someone else kills someone that you love and they got off the hook, you would be furious. We want justice for everyone else, but not us. That's why we push back against the God who judges. But if we do that, it means God doesn't care. It means He doesn't even care. This God of love and not judgment, I say with these bunny fingers, quote unquote, God of love and not judgment, people say they believe in, is actually a God of indifference. He doesn't care about us, and honestly, He's a false God that people have created in their own minds. That's not what you get when you read the Word, man. It's just not what you get. It's not what you get when you read Genesis 6. It's not what you get when you read Romans 3. It's not, just the whole Bible.